power flowing in, you can think anything you want. You can choose to think of what you don't want, or you can choose to think of what you do want. You can look at what's wrong with life, or you can look at what's right with it. You do have a choice. That power, you can build it into anything you choose. Unfortunately, most people stay in an ignorant state. They never really understand themselves. Now, ignorance is simply not knowing. The opposite of ignorance, of course, is knowledge. Knowledge is readily available to us. Libraries are full of knowledge. Seminars today just dispense all kinds of knowledge. Some of it's very valuable, some of it may not be. But there's a lot of knowledge around about you, about what makes you tick and why you live the way you live. Now, we have a choice and we can choose whatever we want. You can choose to think of what's wrong, or you can choose to think of what's right. Why would a person choose to worry and doubt? Well, if we back it up, the problem is ignorance. That is really the problem. They don't understand the situation. See, doubt and worry are both psychic diseases. It's plugged into the negative side of life. This power flows in. You can build anything out of it you want. And what do? We worry. Why do we worry? Well, there's not enough money to meet our needs. Or the things might not turn out the way we choose. We've got the ability to choose anything we want. Now, when we build a negative idea, and that's what we're doing, we're taking this power and building a negative idea, we impress that negative idea upon our subconscious mind. The subconscious is the emotional mind. So we're getting emotionally involved with a negative idea. That sets up a vibration called fear. Fear is a negative emotion. The cause of it, the primary cause, is ignorance, but the root cause then is worry or doubt. Now, when that fear is expressed, and it must be expressed through the body. See, it comes in, it has no form. We build an idea, a negative idea, and we impress it. That sets up fear. And when it expresses itself in anxiety. People do not enjoy anxiety. It causes all kinds of problems. Anxiety is not expressed. Anxiety is suppressed. It's suppressed. What happens when we suppress anxiety, when we bottle that energy up inside? It turns into depression. That's what happens. So you see, anxiety is the cause of depression, but it's not the primary, it's not the initial cause. The initial cause, of course, is ignorance. And then we go to worry and doubt, then to fear, anxiety, suppress the anxiety, and it turns into depression. That depression turns into disease. That's a body that's not at ease. We get uptight. We suppress negative energy. The body starts to break down, disease, and then it moves to disintegration. Now pay attention to that side, because the root cause of it is ignorance. As you study this with us, you're going to eliminate that ignorance. And we're going to eliminate the ignorance with knowledge. So let's go back now. Faith based on understanding is the key to freedom. Let's suppose a person's locked into this side of life. They seem to worry about everything and anything. They're suffering from anxiety. They suffer from depression. Why? It's because of the choosing the wrong thoughts, and it's caused by ignorance. They just don't simply understand. Faith based on understanding is truly the key to freedom. You know, a wise king many years ago, Solomon, he said, "In all you're getting, get understanding." How do we get that? We get it by moving over onto the other side. We move over to the other side. Understanding is the opposite of doubt and worry. Now, there's only one way to get understanding. There is no other way, and that's through study. You study this video, go over it and over it and over it, and you'll start to see this is really an answer to an enormous problem. Not just one problem, many problems. Study. What do we want to understand? Well, you have those two symbols, the negative and the positive. That represents a law of polarity. Polarity is the law that decrees everything has an opposite. There's no up without a down, no hot without a cold. So you see, in every negative there is a positive, but we must understand it's there, or we'll never even look for it. When we understand it's there, then we're away to the races. But the only way to get to it is through study. Understanding leads to the opposite of fear, which is faith. Now here's the strange thing. Both fear and faith demand that we believe in something that we cannot see. Both fear and faith demand that we believe in something that we cannot see. Think of it for a moment. What did fear do? Fear manifests in anxiety. What's faith manifest in? Well-being. Well-being. You're seeing a person that's very relaxed. They're very cool. They're happy. They're healthy. There's something wonderful in their life. And it starts with their own thinking. You see, all down through history, all the great leaders have been in complete unanimous agreement on one point. We become what we think about. Well, why would a person choose to stay over on that ignorant side? That's the why. Because they're ignorant. They don't know. You see, when I was a little child, I was raised to believe that people that were rude were ignorant. Well, people that were rude may be ignorant, but being rude and being ignorant are two different things. They say they're just so ignorant. No, they're rude. Everyone's ignorant. Everyone is ignorant. No one knows everything. All the knowledge there ever was or ever will be is available to us. But we're going to have to study to get it. And the beautiful part about this, when you eliminate the ignorance, you get understanding. The understanding leads to faith, and faith leads to well-being. Now, where the anxiety is suppressed, well-being is expressed. You see, it's almost the polar opposite with everything. In fact, it is the polar opposite of everything. The expression turns to acceleration. And that is because we're at ease. You see, the at ease is the polar opposite to dis-ease. The body's at ease. It's vibrating in perfect harmony with the laws of the universe. This is such a phenomenal subject, and it's one that anyone can study and everyone should study. Then that turns to creation. Remember, the other side turns to disintegration. People just break down when they're in dis-ease. When they're at ease, they get stronger. It's creation. Now, we have a choice. We can go with that, or we can go with that. But it is our choice. Which side are we going to lock into? I think this is the side that we really want to understand. I think you do, and I think I do. And you know, I want to encourage you to watch this video at least 100 times. Get your friends to watch it. Anyone you see suffering from anxiety, get them to watch it. Rather than run to the drugstore, get them to run to their own marvelous mind. Get them to get into studying something really worthwhile. Our company has been teaching this information for many, many years. I recommend you go and take a look at what we do. Just go to proctorgallagher.com. Study with us. We have some wonderful programs. And you know something? Every one of them is about you. It helps you understand you better.